Did the loss ruin Christmas, or? Yeah, I'm just wondering how long it took to get over, but being with your nephew, niece, and your family.
Of course, it was disappointing, just because we all knew the outcome that it could have been if we, came out stronger and different things like that we could have controlled the game in different ways. But I feel like at the end of the day, we had to know that we're going home and just enjoy the family time that we had. And when we come back, it's really business. We need to hone down on things that we did wrong in that game, things that we can build on from that game, and different things like that. So.
Did you learn anything specifically from that game?
Just our intensity, how we need to come out. How we did the second half is a portrayal of how we can, come out in the first half. In the first half, we've been coming out like a little slow, a little sluggish, a little bit. But if we come out strong and throw the first punch and just keep going and building on things that carried our energy in the second half, I think we'll be unstoppable.
Do you feel like you're in a pretty good place right now, personally? Because you look like you're being effective out there, like you're settling into a pretty good role.
I definitely am, and especially, like I said, defensive end, it creates energy, and I feel like that second half, we all had defensive stops, getting tips, and different things like that, which was creating energy for our offense, and, just carry us on every minute during that second half. And, things like that just helps build momentum for us in a game like that.
So I asked Coach the same question about you, and he said he's very pleased with that, but he needs more offense from you. I mean, do you think, okay, I'm ready to put that piece into the picture right now?
Definitely. Being more aggressive. I feel like on the offensive end, and looking to score more. But that'll come as time. Each and every game, especially this next game coming up, just working on being aggressive, looking for kickouts, looking for a score, attack the basket, different things like that. That'll help each and every game. So.
Where's your three-point shooting right now? Because numbers aren't great, but what you did last year was a lot better. So is it just in a little bit of a slump and got to shoot out of it, or not getting the opportunities?
Yeah, definitely. And just me just battling mentally, just getting out of that headspace and just knowing every shot would not getting miss or make, just kind of getting that mentality. But just keep shooting them. That's all I can say to myself. And just, working on little things, working on mechanics, doing extra shots, doing the extra stuff to help me.
How do you find the balance with just kind of how you exert your energy on the defensive versus offensive end when you play with as high of an activity level as you do?
Honestly, like you said, I feel like each and every stop that I get, or like, a pass that I make for assist, it feels like I build off of that, and my energy keeps going from that point on. And, all I say is I can't let down my energy, because then it just lets down everywhere else. So just kind of keep my energy up. My teammates see that, and I see that from my teammates, and it just kind of just keeps me going for the rest of the game.
Was it easy coming back? Do you see you guys kind of developing this bench that could be really versatile and a big part of the success of this team?
Yeah, and I think the biggest message of us on the bench is creating energy, coming in, creating havoc, doing the things that we know we can do, and just picking off where the starting five picked off as. So just coming in with that energy, same energy they have, scoring, attacking, that mentality, just aggression.
During practice, are you as disruptive as you are in some of the games during practice?
Definitely. I feel like practice, being defensive, like, in their stuff, and just being up there and, handling the ball, I feel like that carries over into a game-like situation. So just being that way in practice, everything that, we do in practice always carries over into a game. So it's kind of the mentality I have, just keep doing the little stuff.
Can I ask you a question about Paige, now that you've been around her for a year and a half? From the outside, it looks like, things come pretty easy for her and things like that. And she does this and that and whatever. But you guys know from the inside all the work she's had to put in, the resiliency she's had to show with injuries and all the other stuff. What have you learned about her in your year and a half with her? What have you learned from her that's helped you?
Honestly, that from watching her, she's never going to stop. She's motivated each and every day. She does a little stuff, and she's a great leader. Her voice carries over, or just following her by example. Like, she does a great job and tries to do things the right way the first time, so we can follow behind her and just kind of carry over from her energy as well. But something that she does is the little things, either that's off the court, like you said, recovery, watching her do stuff to take care of her body, or just on the court, the things that she does, going to score, looking out for her teammates, talking, different things like that, that just, shows a lot of things that we all look up to her in a way that we just follow behind her. So.
Is there any, the year is coming to an end pretty soon. As you reflect on the year, is there anything that you're specifically grateful for this past year?
This whole program, the fans, the staff here, honestly, everything. Got next year, a whole great year. That'll be a great year, but we have a couple more days in this year, so stay in the moment a little bit.
What do you feel like is the biggest difference for you between where you are now and where you were at this point coming into Big East play in the second semester as a freshman?
Kind of say, like, of course, different situation in terms of, like, how many people we had and everything. But I feel like the mindset is definitely the same. It'll pick up as we go in conference. I feel like last year, once we got rolling with conference, we kind of just went on a roll from there, kind of energy, everything else carried from each and every game. So it's kind of that same mentality for me as well. Each and every game, learn from myself, get better, and what can I do to help my teammates?
Do you see things in your post players and Ice and Jana that you know are going to come out in the second half of the season? I mean, they've struggled a little bit in the first half to be productive, but do you see them doing things that gives you hope?
Definitely. I feel like the stuff that they're struggling at is just, honestly, just having confidence, but as well knowing that we talk to them as well. So just knowing that we have confidence in them, and just for them to know that mentally and just go out there and play ball like they know how to, is going to be very crucial. But, you know, they're in the right mindset. We have them in good practices and everything like that, finishing-wise and everything. So it'll be good for them just to get these next conference games out of the way, just get their feet wet and just get back in, you know, that momentum. So.
Is the Marquette trip one that you always look for when the schedule comes out?
Yeah,
when it is?
I'm always very excited just to go home and see my family. Have another Wisconsin as well, Allie. So see both of our families as well, all there packed, our high school fam, and, you know, different things like that. So I can't wait to see the atmosphere.